In this video, I'm going to talk about what skills does a great estimator have. Now, these are the skills I've consistently seen across my 10 years in the industry that fantastic estimators have. And the purpose of this video is to show you and highlight what these core skills are so you can focus on developing them. Core skills I'm going to talk about are analytical skills, communication skills, business skills, commercial skills, and technical skills. First skill that great estimators constantly have are analytical skills. They can methodically work through a large problem to come to an answer. Now, estimates require compiling significant amounts of information and drawing on lots of different sources of data. We'll have material costs, we'll have labor rates, we'll have subcontractor estimates, you'll need to refer to the project schedule, there'll be engineering drawings, there'll be specifications, and there'll be contracts. As an estimator, you need to methodically work through a large range of different documents, a large body of different pieces of evidence, compile these together to come up with an estimate. You need to be able to track what you're doing, you need to be able to document your assumptions, and at some point you'll be able to have to explain this to management how you've arrived at this figure. So great estimators can analytically work through a problem. They do this, they avoid errors, they make logical calculations, and they clearly document their assumptions and the methodology they use to create the estimate. The next skill great estimators have is their ability to communicate. Why is this important? Well, the first one is that you need to be able to work with the broader project team to create an estimate. So projects are complicated. They're too complicated for any single person to understand in sufficient detail. So your ability to estimate costs is going to be driven by your ability to work with the project team and extract relevant information from them and then get their feedback and input to the estimate. It's too difficult on a major project to sit down in a dark room and put together an entire estimate yourself. You're going to have to work with the project team, you're going to have to work with subcontractors, you're going to have to work with different vendors, get information from all these different parties and compile them into the estimate. Importantly then, once you've finished an estimate, you're going to have to be able to explain to management how you've come up with the estimated costs that you have. You need to give them confidence that you've accurately calculated project costs. Estimates are significant financial commitments. If you're signing a fixed fee lump sum contract for $100 million, you want to be 100% sure that the costs of the project have been accurately calculated. So that's why great estimators can clearly explain their working, how they've come up with it, and they give management confidence with their clear communication that the estimate has been correctly put together. Okay, so we've already spoken about how estimators are analytical. They can methodically work through a problem and then they communicate their solution with the management team, but also work with the project team to create the solution. The next thing estimators need to be able to do is to understand the role the estimate plays in the overall business. Estimators play an important role in securing new work for construction companies, which comes down to strategy. So, estimators need to understand the role their estimate plays in securing new work. This will depend on the timing of the estimate, the contract model, whether it's a budget price or a firm lump sum price. The estimators need to understand the objective of the estimate in securing new work for the business. And that could be also understanding the strategy behind winning new work. So the best estimators I've seen understand the role the estimate plays in securing new work, or if you're estimating costs during project delivery, the purpose of that. So they understand the business of contracting and the role the estimate plays in that. In addition to understanding the role the estimate plays in the contracting business, it's important to understand the role estimates play in contracts. The best estimators understand the commercial implications of their work. They understand the role contracts play in a project, so both the head contract and subcontracts, and they understand specifically the role the estimate plays in this. So for example, if you're preparing a budget estimate for a project and you understand that that's not going to be part of a firm lump sum commitment, can impact the way you price the job. However, if you're pricing a project and your estimate is going to form part of a firm lump sum contract, then you'll need to tailor your estimate accordingly. Okay, The final set of skills are probably the most obvious. You need to be technically a strong estimator and be good at understanding and reading engineering drawings. So your technical estimating skills, they come down to your ability to use different estimating softwares like Candy, like Procore, but then also to understand the overall estimating process. So you understand the process from taking a set of drawings and specifications and turning them into an estimate of the cost to build them. To do this, you're also going to need strong engineering skills, which means understanding how to read drawings and specifications and understanding the different construction methodologies to take these drawings and turn them into a finished product.